What's happening, traders, and welcome back to Shifty FX. Firstly, let me apologize. We have not uploaded for a number of months. Myself and a couple of the other guys have just been getting at it, doing our thing, and I just felt what I needed to basically introduce or show you guys today is just the simplicity behind trading. Okay. How we utilize our 4 hour and 1 hour is basically just CRT entries with our previous narrative. Okay, so if we have a previous bullish day, all I'm going to look for is a manipulation to the downside, continuation to the upside, targeting those highs. How we manage to get into these trades is purely manipulation. Okay, I want to see a manipulation of a 4 hour or a 1 hour candle. So if we introduce this candle, you can see market has closed bearish. Next candle open, pushes down, manipulates that previous candle low, and then closes to the upside within this candle range. I don't care where it closes within that range. All I'm trying to do is just put a narrative together that market has swept a previous low, manipulated liquidity, and then potentially going to move to the upside. All right. As we can see here, we get exactly that yesterday. So all I was looking for in the market structure, again, I have an obvious swing low down here, previous week's low. Market has then pushed to the downside, closed beyond that range. Next candle open, manipulates and starts closing bullish. Okay, how I managed to get in this trade is just by seeing that the momentum was stepping in very early within that candle. So how I utilized the buy stop was just sitting above the previous 1 hour candle high, riding that momentum to the upside. What I'm showing you here is the indicator that we've created that would give you an instant sweep line. Okay, that's the manipulation. And once it starts closing back in that range, below that candle close, it would start triggering red. That gets me set up understanding that, okay, something is potentially on the cards here. I allow these candles to play out, utilizing the fact that we've taken swing liquidity, we've taken a 1 hour swing low, we're going to continue up. Whether it be just to the next swing high on the 1 hour or further is entirely up to you how long you want to hold this trade for. Okay. If we go back again to EU, I'll give you a breakdown of a trade we took last week Friday. As you can see, market has manipulated swing liquidity. All right. Manipulated this hourly swing. We have a manipulation of the 1 hour high and then closed bearish. That is an immediate activation for me, knowing that I want to get in the trade, whether it be taking my 1R or potential Asian range low or potentially further is entirely up to you. What I try to do is I try to ride it down to the lows. Market pulled back, tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap, continued down. At this point, I moved my stops above this bearish candle, closed out some partials, and unfortunately got taken out. Okay, perfect. Again, another indication. We have a manipulation of a high, market closes down, and you can see if you put it in context at the right times of the day, this is really rewarding with 1-to-1 Rs. Okay, it's all you need. Market manipulates the Asia range. We have an SMT here, and a continuation to the upside. Market taps into a 1 hour fair value gap. Again, what are we waiting for? A 1 hour manipulation, close within that range, trigger the trade. The beauty of this is that it's a visual cue. What it's telling me is as it's developing, it's giving a sweep and it's closing down. And at this point, I'm alerted, I'm watching my charts. Apart from that, why I utilize the 4 hour and 1 hour is because I want to minimize screen time. That's it. Again, market manipulation, swing taken, continuation to the upside. All right. And if we go across to AU, you can see there is multiple entries across here. Market manipulation. These happen more often than not. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is if you get your 5 a.m. 4-hour candle close. Let me go into replay here and I'll give you a bit of understanding. So as you can see, we have that 5 a.m. 4-hour candle close. What we're looking for is that to get manipulated and the previous 1 hour. They need to coincide. We play the next candle. As this is developing, it's showing me a sweep, close within that range, instant execution. All right, you can decide whether you want to take it to the Asian range high or the swing high above. I'll play that through. And you manage yourself 3R. The trade I'm going to show you now was utilized on the 4-hour. So what I saw, market pushing up aggressively. Play it forward. We have a close to the downside. I understand that I want to continue up, potentially taking out these swing highs. Look for my manipulation. There we go. The sweep, the tap into a fair value gap, A+ setup if there's a fair value gap, close within that range, instant execution. And take your 1R. All right. I can't stress this enough when I say you do not need to be sitting on the 1 minute looking for charts, overcomplicating things, trying to find a way to get into the trade. Okay. You have AI at your disposal. This is easy to create. Go ahead and do it. You can see how successful this works out. All right. If I go back to the 1 hour, you see there is some fantastic trades and how often it works out. Getting triggered, waiting for this specifically alone at certain times of the day, you would be a profitable trader. Buy, sell, sell, sell. All right, but put it into context. 4-hour manipulations, 1-hour manipulations, swings being taken, fair value gaps being tapped, and I assure you, just executing off of the 1 hour, you will see profits. And the beauty of it is minimal screen time. We trade 3 hours in the morning, we trade 2 hours in the afternoon, and that is it. And more often than not, I'm getting my trade setups. All right, traders, this is just a basic introduction. What I will do is I'll go through a bit more detail if you guys want. Just request it and I'll release some more videos on this. And if you need, I'll even start doing some live trading. I feel like I just need to show you guys how we're executing to keep things simple. All right. Have a great Friday and we'll chat to you guys soon.